Welcome everybody to another show on this Sunday evening. Well, late afternoon, shall I say. And there's a lot of things to catch up on today's show. We're going to discuss the game against Burnley. We're also going to discuss the goalkeeper situation with Martinez and Senne Lammens. We're going to discuss the Byenacho and the Hojlund. Here we goes. We're also going to discuss a bit about Mainoo. So we're going to really get into it. Also going to put out the Premier League table. After today's games, we're 8th in the table. Hey, who'd have thought, hey? Who'd have thought? Man City lost 2-1 against Brighton. And West Ham beat Newcastle 3-0. So, not Newcastle. West Ham beat Nottingham Forest 3-0. So, it's been a good weekend for us, pretty much, and we just need a result from the Palace game. If we get them to draw, we stay 8th. But I think, well, if they draw or lose, I think we stay 8th. But it's nice to go into the international break, top half of the table for now. But Man City don't really look like they're doing well, so it'll be a make or break game, that will, when we come back off the international break. But first thing I want to run over is our game against Burnley, and the result being 3-2. And we left it till the end. We left it to injury time, and we made it harder than we thought it would. We made it harder than it could have been. We could have ended the game in the first half. We had Ahmad missing a chance. We had Mbeumo shots as well. We had shots from outside the box. We had that many chances. It was unreal. We could have just ended it in the first half, but we never. And we gave Burnley a chance to come back. They had 6 shots the whole game, and 2 of them went in. So we made it harder than it should have been, and we celebrated like we'd won a championship. But I think after all the pressure and everything that's going on, and the fact that Bruno Fernandes missed the penalty against Fulham, it was needed. I think the players needed to get that out of the system, and I still see a lot of positives, but the same negatives are still there. The same negatives from the crosses coming in, we can't deal with. The same negatives from Bayinda, could have done better on that second goal, but he never. And it's constant mistakes, which is why the stuff I'm going to talk about shortly regarding goalkeepers went in. But what more concerning is the fact that Cunha got injured, and we don't know how long for. Not just yet anyway. Hopefully, depending on how he recovers, because he's not going out to play for Brazil now. He's going to recover from the injury, and hopefully, if he recovers in time, we'll be back for the Man City game, but we don't know how much. And the Mason Mount's out as well, which means that Mainoo might be stepping in and playing a role for a bit, but when they come back, what's going to happen to Mainoo? So that's another catch-22, but Fernandes, I think, was our best player. Fernandes and Mbeumo both were. The way Mbeumo just opens the field up for us more. The way him and Ahmad have got a little better on that right side. Him and Ahmad have really got a little bit on the right side. We had Mazraoui back as well. It was nice to see him on the field. Nice to see him get a few minutes, not long. Sesko came on 70th minute, I think, or just after. And in about 18 to 20 minutes, he had 2 chances, and he weren't far off. So I was a bit gutted that Sesko didn't start, but Amorim did explain it's probably due to that cramp that he had. Hence why he took the 10th penalty against Grimsby and all that good stuff. But Cunha's injury is really concerning. We don't know how long he's going to be out for. And I think we played a lot of the game without him, but I think he does open a lot of the field up for us as well. So it'll be great to get him back. And now the goalkeeper situation. Martinez. We've got in for him again. There was talk. It was on, it was off, it was on, it was off. Senne Lammens is on, it's off. We don't know yet what's going to happen, what the bid is. Bid gone up. The price has gone up. Price has increased. Royal Antwerp are pushing back, etc. So there's a lot that's going on at the moment. I just did a whole fast talk and got through it really quick. But a couple of days ago, we had a report. Man United working on Senne Lammens this weekend. Clubs are now getting closer to agreeing a fee. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the players already agreed the fee. And we're in a good place. But I think we're going in for Emi Martinez as a backup. So I don't even mind which. I would have preferred Senne Lammens because he's still young. He's still got a long way to go, but he doesn't have the Premier League experience. We all know Emi Martinez and, you know, the record he has and the experience that he has, and he's Prem proven. But both goalkeepers, I've seen reels where they're full of mistakes, and both goalkeepers make great saves as well. So sometimes you can't believe the reels, and sometimes you can. But at the moment, what I've seen from both goalkeepers I like, and I have always liked Emi Martinez. Never, probably not his attitude, but more so I liked him on the pitch. We had this come out, and this is from, one second, Fabrizio, yep, let me do that again. Fabrizio, Man United will sign new goalkeeper as new approach made for debut. Man United are trying to get Senne Lammens deal done today as request remains around 25 million euros. If Lammens won't happen, United reactivated talks in recent hours for Emi Martinez from Villa. Martinez still wants to leave Aston Villa and talks are ongoing as eventually Lammens is also on Villa's list. So Villa also going in for Lammens, but looks at things, if we get Martinez, they'll get Lammens. Senne Lammens. We don't want to pay the 25 million euros because first it was 17.5 plus add-ons, but now they've put the price up and they want 25 million euros, and I don't know if we're going to go paying for that or not. Otherwise, why would we go in for Martinez, who's a lot more? So, you know, with all the goalkeepers' mistakes, at least they're trying to get somebody in before the window, and I don't think both of them will get done. I think one of them will get done, and whoever comes in, well, should be number one goalkeeper. And I don't see why not, unless there's something seriously wrong. We had a report from The Athletic as well. Man United are in talks of a new goalkeeper. Emi Martinez re-emerges as an option alongside Senne Lammens. The possibility of Jadon Sancho going the opposite directions has been floated during talks. That will happen. Freedom fighter don't really want that freedom. It's like that prisoner that gets released and always ends up back in prison because he's not used to the outside world. I think Sancho's a bit like that. There's an internal debate at Old Trafford around the target to press ahead, while there's no guarantee in signing in that position is made given time running out on Monday transfer deadline done. So that's basically there. The full story you can read on The Athletic, but let me try and get that full story up for you right now. Alright, let's get it. There we are, and there you go. So Emi Martinez re-emerging as Manny's option. Jadon Sancho to Aston Villa has been discussed in talks, and like I said, I don't think it will happen. I don't think Freedom Fighter wants that freedom. Man United are in talks of a new signing goalkeeper of Emi Martinez re-emerging option alongside Senne Lammens. The possibility of Jadon Sancho going the opposite direction has been floating during talks. This is an internal debate at Old Trafford around the target to press ahead with, while there's no guarantee a signing of that position will be made as time is running out ahead of, well, basically it's the same as that tweet that I just read. Focus on addressing the goalkeeper situation increased in light of another uncertain performance by Altay Bayindia, who was poor against Burnley. Off the back of Andre Onana making 2 errors against Grimsby, United have been in negotiations with Royal Antwerp for the past week or so and are yet to agree a fee as the Belgian side look to achieve around 25 million euros. They changed the goalpost. As I mentioned, Old Trafford are aware of Antwerp fully under financial pressure to sell. If Martinez goes, however, Villa will turn the focus on Lammens as their first choice. So it could be either or. So we could either get him or they could either get him. So if we get Martinez, they'll go for Lammens. If we get Lammens, they keep Martinez. So that's where it is at the moment. We've also had a few reports come in we've had further updates since. We've had understand Aston Villa made formal approach to Antwerp. So Villa have actually made now an approach. He's the main option alongside Diogo Costa in case Dibu Martinez ends up leaving the club. So they also win for Diogo Costa. I don't know why he hasn't been snapped up yet. Maybe there's an issue with Costa. I don't know. But I thought he would have gone a long time ago, if I'm honest. And United are in talks with Villa for Dibu, and AFC now think of Lammens. So it is one of them situations of if Villa going to get him, are we going to get him? Either way, if Villa gets Lammens, fair enough. We get Martinez. If we get Martinez, well, if we get Lammens, Villa keep Martinez. So that's basically the whole situation around that. Even Ben Jacobs pretty much said the same. Man United are still exploring a move for Aston Villa goalkeeper Martinez, having had a loan bid rejected early in the window, which we did. Martinez is a possibility if Royal Antwerp's and Lammens isn't agreed. No plans to sign both, which I've mentioned. Talks with Lammens continue today. So there is a lot going on at the moment, and I think either or should be good. I don't know who you prefer. I personally prefer Senne Lammens. He's just young. It's just because he's young, and we can actually mold him into where we want him to be. So that's fair enough. I don't think Martinez has a long time left. I can't remember how old Van der Sar was when we signed Van der Sar. Wonder if he was in his 30s as well. I'm gonna have to check that out. Give me a second. Let me just check that out. How old was Van der Sar when he joined United? Yep, he was 34 years old. So there it is. Well, there it is there. 34 years old. So, yeah, I knew he was in 30s and he lasted quite a while. So, we could probably get a lot out of Martinez on this one. But going back to the Cunha injury, it opens up room for Robbie Mainoo to play a bit more. Kobe still wants that loan though. Athletic reported Kobe is open to leaving Man United. Head coach Ruben Amorim seems to prefer other midfielders, and the England international entered into the final 24 months of his Old Trafford contract. The issue is where Mainoo goes, as there do not appear to be any options ahead of this market closing. There hasn't really been much. I know there's teams that sent out feelers, but United are still adamant that they really don't want to sell him. And Man United keep blocking Kobe Mainoo exit on loan, especially after Cunha and Mount injuries. Mainoo insists to go, play and develop, but MUFC want to keep him. So, like I was saying, yeah, he really wants to go. United want to keep him, but even before the injuries, United still were like blocking, not keeping. I personally would want to keep him, but then if he's not going to get any game time, why stand in his way? Let him go on loan. He doesn't want to leave United. He wants to go out on loan, play for another team, and then come back. So obviously that's what is going on at the moment with that one. We're gonna move quickly on to the Hojlund stuff because I want to try and get through this quick, and don't want the videos too long because if you're like me, you lose what is it? Your concentration. You lose concentration when you're watching long videos. But we got here we go for Hojlund. And for the Hojlund, documents are now being signed. It's a €6 million loan with 44 million buy option clause. It's an obligation to buy if they make the Champions League. And I don't see why Napoli shouldn't make the Champions League. They've been making really good signings. They've been doing really well. So I don't know why they won't make the Champions League. So I think this sale will eventually happen and it will go through. And that is a great thing if it does. It's sad to see Hojlund go, but it is part of business. I mean, we got Sesko, we got Xerxes can play in that position, we got Cunha can play in that position, we got Mbumo can play in that position. So we don't really effectively need him. We've got Chido Obi can play there if we needed. And we got a few strikers coming through from the academy, although some of them are young, like JJ Gabriel scored another hat-trick on this weekend. And the final one, which I'm happy about, is getting rid of a bomb squad member, Garnacho. Here we go. Chelsea agreed deal to sign Ali Garnacho from Man U. Garnacho only wanted Chelsea and will sign a 7-year deal at the club for a fee close to 40 million. The agreement has been sealed as 10% sell-on clause has been included, and he was at Stamford Bridge yesterday. So, yeah, he was at Stamford Bridge when Chelsea won 2-0. Pedro and Enzo Fernandez both scored the goals, but I want to see how he fits in with Chelsea. I don't like him. I'm glad he's gone. He's him and his brother are both twats. But basically, that is where we stand with that one. And I don't really want to see him, but I do wish him the best. Because that 10% sell-on clause, if they're selling for 80, we get, what, 4 million? So, I do wish him the best. Even though I don't really like him. The only one I don't really want to wish the best to is the freedom fighter. But, yeah. And that is pretty much all I have for you. Just ran through that really quick. But keep it locked in because we're really pressing ahead with this goalkeeper situation, and hopefully we can sign one in the next 24 hours before the transfer window closes. Closes tomorrow at 7 o'clock, so tomorrow's the last day, so it's going to be rush, and I'm a bit nervous whether these deals will get through, but you never know, and I'll see you on the next one. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.